That's them for sure right there. He's mooning.
Look at him flashing on their side. That's awesome, man.
There's about a couple hundred of them on the surface here.
You know, anytime that you tell me we got a chance to catch a permit, I'll pretty much drop any other fish that we're fishing for and go for it. And to be able to fish for those fish in that super clear water was a real treat. And to see what's available is really exciting.
Oh, look at them all. Look at them all in the water. Hundreds of them. Look at all those right there. Look at them in the water. Why do we have 3 fish on and only 2 fishermen?
I want to catch my weight and permit in one cast.
Yes! Look at that guy! That is a shark.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
I thought you said you had
Got him, relax.
Oh! Dude, he just ripped my boat off.
Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
As you know and everybody else knows, I love the permit. I mean, I love them so much. But one place that I haven't been able to fish for them that much because I really haven't had a big boat at my disposal like we do now with our 36 yellowfin is offshore when they're going off onto the reef, or in this case the wreck, to spawn on the ocean side. A lot of times it can be a little rough for the bay boat, and you know, so I don't go out there that much. So I was really excited when you said, man, I've got them pegged, come on up here, let's do this and go out for the permit. It took me out to that wreck, and sure enough, you know, they were there, and when we got there, I saw what I consider classic behavior, something that you didn't get to see that much, but they were sticking their heads out of the water, sticking their heads, their dorsal fins, their tails, but mostly their heads, and then turning on their sides, and you know,
absolutely
it's like a mirror.
crazy. Yeah, that was. I've seen them on the wrecks a few times. I've fished them on that spot numerous times, but that was the first day I've ever seen them, you know, sticking their entire head out of the water. When we got there, you know, I was anticipating them being there. I heard they were there. Hadn't fished them yet this year, but every year during the spring they'll go out there and spawn. And when we pulled up there, shut down, I was like, all right, let's just watch in here. And I was kind of looking more in the water. Usually I'll see this big glow in the water for where they were. But all of a sudden you look over there and said,
that's them for sure right there. He's mooning.
Look at him flashing on their side. That's awesome, man.
There's about a couple hundred of them on the surface here.
Look at that flashing. That's awesome, man.
That is awesome. This is like what I see down in Key West.
See, I don't get to see this too often.
I'd cut it right to them, man. Just get your rod ready. We get in there, we get a shot, but you gotta turn it towards them a little bit.
Engines are off. I just drifted now. You know, I've seen them out on that wreck before many times, but I've only seen them under the water where you just get that kind of bluish glow from the big school. That was the first time I've ever seen them actually sticking their heads out of the water like that. That was incredible.
It was. That's something that I see quite often on the wrecks that I fish down in Key West area. Go out there in the bay boat, stop, and you would just see them up, and then get the trolling motor and start going around them. And that was, you know, the same type of situation where we showed up on that wreck. I'm looking around, boom, I know exactly what I'm looking at, man. That's it, that's them. And then you see the big flashes, and there were some really large schools out there.
Oh, look at them all. Look at them all in the water. Hundreds of them.
You fish for those. I'll fish for these right here.
Look at all those right there. Look at them in the water. Hundreds of them. That's awesome. That's why we use a weight. Wow, look at them all. Get the jig head and you'll hook them. Wow, that was incredible.
That was deceiving because the main body of fish was not where the ones were sitting there mooning. How deep is it here?
150 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna put this one out at about 75, mid-water column, and I'm just gonna put it in a rod holder.
I just marked where.
You got him?
Yeah.
No way.
Man, I love that.
You know, I've talked to Scott Walker about that place before, and he said that a bunch of hurricanes had spread that wreck out, and there's not a lot there, but there's still enough to hold those permit and hold all the other fish. And when it gets slick calm like that, permit are going to come right up to the surface and hold there, and you can sight cast them just like you're doing on the flats.
It was incredible.
Except it's a giant school, and you can catch a whole bunch of them.
I just got bit.
Yeah. Now look at that.
There he is, doubleheader, baby.
That is so cool. Look at that. Look at that glow.
That glow, it's awesome. How about that, man? It didn't hardly hit the water, and I got hit. What an awesome day, man. Just get here in first pass.
Yeah. My favorite fish, too. It's incredible about the Florida Keys, man. There's just so much variety. And you can come out here this time of the year. You could be dolphin fishing, you could be tarpon fishing, you could be hermit fishing, bone fishing. I mean, anything, and virtually have it as good as you're going to find it anywhere in the world.
Well, this is incredible here. This guy's going to the surface, which is interesting. That's rare.
Look at this, man. I'm just catching it 50 feet.
Wow, look at that. He might be getting chased by something. Look how fast he's going.
I can't believe how I can just gain this much line on this guy.
And I see him finally.
He's really, is he silver or brown?
Silver.
It's really a funny fish. You know, they all fight different.
Wow, this guy might have gotten eaten. He's feeling really big. Wow, look at that. Look how clear that water is. You can see him. Oh, I saw the shark.
I don't think a shark hit him though. I saw what happened, but maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, he did eat him.
Yep, I saw
or
the shark.
Tried to.
I saw the shark.
Well, good. I know where there's some more.
Why do we have 3 fish on and only 2 fishermen? Man, this is too cool.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. All the fun of the Florida Keys in one island resort. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Quantum rods and reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Mercury Marine. Lowrance, makers of HDS, high-definition systems. By Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Sperry Topsider, a passion for the sea. And by Loadmaster, Power Pole, Corrosion Block, Ocean LED, and Tough Line.
The permit are right behind us. I can see the glow.
Good, because I'm going to catch one right now.
Man, this is interesting. This fish, you know what he's doing? He's staying up on top with the school, Tom. I can see him. He's right in the middle of that school.
You see the school?
Yeah. It's so rare to see him on the surface like that. It's an awesome fight. You know, nothing like hooking into those permit. When you hook into those, I mean, that big V-tail, they just a powerful run. Yeah, that guy was going straight down, running like a mad dog, and then he came up to the surface, which is, you know, uniquely different from what I'm used to on the wreck. Usually they try to go down and get us in the wreck, or just go down. Sometimes get eaten by sharks down there. But this guy stayed up on the surface, and there was actually another fish following him, which was really cool. Yeah. Let's see if that guy's other one's still following.
No, I'm waiting.
He was following it like a schoolie dolphin. Yeah, following it right with. And that's my fish. Big permit. Coming around the bow. Oh, beautiful fish.
See my crab down there so far.
Look at
the
size
that
of
is a
permit,
whopper,
Tom.
dude. That is awesome.
Is that a shark down there? That must be a shark right below him.
I don't think so, man.
Yeah, that's a big critter down there. Yeah, that's a shark.
That's cool, man.
A shark or a cobia.
If it's a cobia, he would have eaten my crab, I would think.
That's a nice one,
man.
I
can just about stick my fist in.
And there's like hundreds of them like that right down there.
Yeah.
Wow!
It's a big one.
Wow.
That's nice. That is really nice.
Think about that. There's hundreds of them just like that.
There's some kind of little shark. Do we have any kind of bait at all?
Mullet and jacks.
Mullet and jacks?
Yeah, almost fit my fist in there.
Almost. Nice.
Let me feel that.
Nice work. You can have him. I'm gonna go catch a shark. Good job.
Oh man, that's a look at how his oh, there he goes. Woo! Wow, that's good stuff.
What was happening is 2 things, I think, because yes, when the boat got close to them, they did start sinking, but I also think that what was going on there was, besides the fish that were actually sticking their heads out of the water, which was only a few of this whole school, but the water was so incredibly clear there that the fish looked like they were close to the surface, but I think they were really 20, 30 feet down.
Sure.
And, I mean, but you would look, and they almost looked like they were hovering in air.
Well, and there was also a column of fish. I mean, there were some on the surface, but there were some underneath. They went deep as well as wide.
Right.
There's just a lot of fish.
There were a lot of fish.
Yeah, this is incredible conditions for fishing the wreck.
It's like incredible conditions for just about any kind of fishing, don't you think?
Yeah, but for the wreck, it's perfect because there's no current. See, out here in this blue water stuff, when the current's smoking, it can be this calm. But if that Gulf Stream's in here close, it's really hard to fish them because they go down and sit right on the wreck, you know, to stay out of the current.
Yeah. Whatever, you found the right conditions, man, because this is happening. As good as anything I got back home.
And this is the spawning situation here, Tom. This is you know, you've always told me the permit leave in, you know, April, May, sometimes go out and spawn, you know, and you don't see them on the flats as much. Well, this is where they come.
Yeah. My favorite fish. I don't really know why that is.
It's because you fished for them for so long.
Yeah, I know, but it might be just because that's the one I'm catching right now. That's what I always say.
Look at that. That's a nice one.
That's a nice one. It's not as quick, not as big as yours.
That's nice. Very nice. Wow, nice. You get your pliers?
Yeah, I was trying to go ahead and make another cast, but
You can at least take the hook out of this one for me. Finding a prop that's perfectly matched to your boat and motor is extremely important. Finding the right prop can make your boat run faster, smoother, drier, get a better hole shot, and get better fuel economy. But finding the right prop is sometimes very difficult. I've spent a lot of time and money, effort, and frustration ordering props only to find out that they're the wrong ones. Until you take it out for a test ride, sometimes it's hard to know. Once you find out, okay, I'm not getting the right RPMs, now I need a bigger prop or smaller prop. But that's costly and time consuming. Mercury has done all that research for us. They've got this prop guide now, which you can go to any of the Mercury dealers anywhere around the country, and they'll have these prop guides for you. Very simply, depending on the type of boat you have, the type of engine you have, and the type of application you're looking for, it can help you pick the perfect prop. This makes all the difference in the world. If you're wanting to get a quick hole shot, if you're fishing shallow like we do in the Florida Keys here, you can simply find a prop that you want maximum hole shot. Top end speed performance, you can find the right prop for that. This really helps you narrow it down. Mercury has done all this research for you. They've gone to the different boat manufacturers, spent the money on different props, trying them on, and made it really easy for us to make an educated decision. We can even go to the Mercury website and make these decisions and order the prop on our own. Mercury Prop Guide makes finding the right prop an easy job.
One of the best things that's about the permit and the wreck fishing that I find is that it's perfectly complementary to what we do on the flats. On the flats, we're looking for the biggest tides, you know, the most water movement, the most change to make these fish actually, you know, move around and change their behaviors a little bit. And then we can actually go find them and see them moving. And the more they move, the more likely we are to run into them. So on the flats, we're looking for the big tides. But then, you know, you always hear the flats fishermen kind of complaining, oh man, the tide wasn't really good. It was barely moving. Well, that's the time that you need to run out to the wrecks, and that's been my experience, is go out to the wrecks when there's no current, be on the flat when there's a lot of current, and then you stay in the fish all the time, right? You know, that's exactly what we did that day, is just be in the right place at the right time, which was clear water, beautiful day, no current, you know, and the fish were there.
Okay, they're flashing right there, right towards the middle of the bridge.
Yep.
Just a little to the left of that boat.
You just go straight for that boat, you'll be in good shape.
I'm gonna get up to the west of them, and we'll drift right down on them.
Yeah, that's even better.
They're right where that boat is. They're in between us and that boat. A little to the right of the boat now. I saw a flash.
That's probably good, Rich. Right in there.
Want me to stop it?
Yeah, just neutral right there. Ought to be good.
See glow yet?
Pretty sure I'm in it. I'm on, right here. Nice. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That thing just exploded.
You got him?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
You're going to get one too, man. Just let that thing keep sinking further than you think you need to.
Look at them all right here. Look at them all right under the boat. Look at them all.
Man, that is so cool to be able to just look at that school like that and just see them. Man, how come you never brought me here before?
You know, because the fish were there, I'm such a glutton, man. I just can't stand seeing all those fish and not being able to catch them, so I just had to try to catch two at a time, you know? I had two rods rigged. I see the school, make a cast with a 10-pound rod, and at that time, boom, the other one goes down. So now I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. I remember they started getting tied up. I was turning, twisting them together like this.
And of course I couldn't help you because I had one on too.
Why do we have 3 fish on and only 2 fishermen? Triple header. Man, this is too cool.
It's not a common problem that you've caught too many fish to handle. So I like that chaos. I think it's fun, and what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to lose one? You know?
Well, we spend so much time on the flats, and they can be so difficult to catch that you're lucky to catch one. I mean, a lot of days it's such a challenge just to try to catch one.
You just need to come down to Key West a little more.
Some days it's a big challenge just to catch one, even for you down there. I got a really whopper here, man. Look at this thing. Look at the size of that guy.
Yeah,
he's twice your fish.
No, he is big.
He's big.
That's fine. You go for size, I'll go for quantity.
That sounds good to me.
I think this is a big one too. The interesting thing was when I wasn't pulling on him, he swam almost. Oh,
he just
came off. Gosh,
just got eaten. That's all right.
No, I don't think he got eaten. I think he came off.
All right, here we go.
Let's see.
You know, I've got 80-pound fluoro on that.
80 pounds, huh?
Yeah. And look at the size of that permit, man. Whoa, that's one of my bigger ones ever. Look at that thing.
The permit on that particular wreck are just one of the many fish that we could have caught there. I mean, we decided let's just, you know, catch these permit because we're, as inshore fishermen, we value those fish so much. But I mean, we could have been catching anything there: amberjacks, groupers, mutton snappers. It's just an area, you know, in a place where there's not a lot of bottom structure. There's a wreck there. It's an old shrimp boat, right?
It's such a neat spot because it's, you know, it's 3-4 miles from Hawks Cay. Just a quick ride out there on a calm day like that. And that boat, it only took us a matter of minutes. We were there, we're on the spot, and to be able to just instantly see them, start casting at them and hooking them up, awesome fishing.
All right, look at them go.
We need to go find that school again.
You ready for another one?
Yeah, I need some of that 80-pound leader.
With the fuel prices high, there are a lot of things that you can do to help conserve fuel. One is simply run your boat properly by trimming it properly, having the right prop, and also running at the appropriate speed. Now, in the years past, I've had several gauges on my boat, one for trim, one for fuel that I'm burning, and I try to get them just right and try to figure out the maximum that I can conserve fuel and still go as fast as I want to go. Well, John went from Mercury's here, and he's got a new gauge that he's going to tell us about, which will do all of that and more, and probably be able to outthink me and do a much better job and conserve a lot more fuel. So what does this new gauge do?
This new gauge, Tom, it's called the economy gauge, or we kind of call it the eco gauge for short. What it does is it automatically calculates what RPM you need to be running at and what drive trim angle you need to be running at to get the optimum or maximum fuel efficiency on your boat. It works not only with single engines, but all the way up to quad engines for fuel flow, and tells you exactly where you need to be at. And to tell you the truth, we've had a bunch of 25-year engineers trying to beat this gauge, and they have not done it yet. So it's very accurate, and we're very pleased with it.
That's fantastic, you know, and just running the boat properly can save, you know, what, 25% sometimes on fuel?
We've been seeing at least 10 to 25% of fuel savings. So, I mean, you look at the price of the gauge, a couple fill-ups, you've paid for the gauge itself. So
that's fantastic. And, you know, if you're saving 25% and fuel's at $5 a gallon, you do the math. A gauge is easy to install. It's also NMEA 2000 certified. You can plug it right in and get the engine data right off your electronics. So go to mercurymarine.com, check out this new gauge, and see if you can save 25% on your fuel bill.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Finor, legendary tackle since 1933. The Florida Keys in Key West, come as you are. Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Motor Guide, never stop. By Sirius Marine Weather, satellite weather direct to your boat. And by Under Armour, King Sailfish Mounts, Staybill, Scott Fly Rods, and Plano.
That's a nice one, man. That's a big dude.
He's big, but I don't know. I think you might have gotten the biggest one today.
I don't know. That's a Pretty solid fish there.
Right back in here. Nice. Nice one, man.
Awesome.
That's a good one. Good job. That is incredible, man. They were all sticking their whole heads out and their fins and tails. What an incredible sight.
I would like to know what they're doing exactly. We got a lot of theories and
Think how many
thoughts.
times we, look on the flats, and want to see a permit tail or fin or something like that. And, I remember the offshore guys used to tell me they'd see them out here, and I was like,
Yeah, they told me that one time. It ruined me.
That's awesome fish, man. Well done, buddy. Well done.
See you later, bud.
Nice.
Awesome. I love it.
There he goes.
I love it.
Well done, man.
Super clear water. Beautiful day, man. I see them again, man. They're right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
You go for another pass?
Yeah, I'll take
another swing?
I got one more in me.
You got another one in here?
One more and I'm done.
Accommodations provided by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. All the fun of the Florida Keys in one island resort. Closed captioning provided by Sperry Topsider, a passion for the sea.